Good evening. Welcome to Alchemy's 26 and 2, 26 postures, 2 breathing. Sorry we started a minute late. Me and Kyle are just chatting yoga and get so excited about the possibilities of this place and what's going to come back and how it's going to look and how many people we could fit in the studio and suggestions. If you've got any, I'm sure you can email Kyle. He'll be all for it. Don't, not too many though, because he gets overrun. But be respectful with them. Okay, up to your mats. Hopefully you've got your room all set up, heat on, or a mirror in front of you. You got your mat set up, everything ready to go. Come to the middle of your mat. We're going to do one set of everything tonight, 45 minutes, maybe a minute or two over. But we'll be doing one set of everything. And yeah, let's enjoy it. Let's work hard. We'll work together. Sorry for that. As we begin, pranayama breathing, weight in the heels. Stack the knees over the ankles, hips over the knees, shoulders over the hips, head over the shoulders. Nice straight spine. Push the feet into the floor. Get the connection. I'm going to honor you in your work tonight. I hope you do the same back. Thank you. Now let's begin. Interlace your fingers. Place them underneath your chin. Nice straight spine. Body weight in the heels. Contract the legs. And let's begin. Inhale. Arms, elbows up. All the way up to the ceiling. As much air as possible. Nice and slow. Hold it. Head back. Palms together. Then wrists together. Then elbows together. As far away as possible. Head down. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. Head back. Straight spine. No back bending. Elbows together. Legs contracted. Stomach in. Hold it. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Nice HA sound. Using the throat, push it all the way out. The more air, the better. Bigger inhale and begin. Inhale. Nice snoring sound. Elbows all the way up to the ceiling. Straight spine, straight legs. Hold it. Exhale. Head back. Straight spine, no back bending here. Legs tight, stomach in, elbows together. Head down. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Elbows all the way up. Exhale. Head back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more. Inhale. Head down. Slow as possible. Make the head movement match the elbows. They're synchronized. Hold it. Exhale. Head back. Straight spine. Push the hands into the chin. Elbows together. And done. Excellent. All right. We'll move on to half moon. Feet together. Heels and toes touching. Arms up over the head sideways. Interlace the fingers. Release the index fingers. Thumbs crossed. Stretch those arms up to the ceiling. Nice, tight, locked arms. Arms always with the ears. Stretch up out of the waist and bend yourself to the right and left. Right and left. This is a quick warm-up. Let the body know where we're going. And when you've had enough, let's all meet in the middle. Distribute the body weight evenly in the feet. Stretch up out of the spine, arms up to the ceiling, chin up, and slowly bend yourself to the right. Body weight even in the feet. Push that hip to the left, beyond its flexibility. Maybe bring your right shoulder forward to keep 2 shoulders in one line. That may push back your left hip. Push your left hip forward, keep 2 hips in one line. Chin's up. Body weight's even. Push them hips a little bit forward, bringing that body weight back into the heels. And come down and push, push, push. Inhale, breathing, come up, stop in the middle. Stretch up out of the waist. Try and touch the ceiling. Squeeze those hands together and slowly bend yourself to the left. Push your hips out to the right beyond their flexibility. Look at the two shoulders if you have your mirror. Try and bring your left shoulder forward. Keep two shoulders in one line. That may push back your right hip, so push your right hip forward to keep two hips in one line. Squeeze the hands together and come down and push, push, push. Inhale, breathing, come up, stop in the middle. I'm going to turn to the side here so you can see a little bit. All right, back bending, first back bend. Relax the head back. Squeeze the hands together, reach up to the ceiling. And bring those arms back immediately and try and touch your ears. Squeeze the hands together, reach up to create more space, and bring the arms back again. This is the motion. Relax the head. Squeeze, reach up, come back, relax the head. Now from here, push them hips forward, opening your stomach, legs, chest, everything. Come down and push, push, push. Inhale, breathing, come up. Stretch up out of the waist, bend the knees a little bit, come down with a nice straight spine. Put your hands on the floor, move your hips several times, right and left, right and left. Forward bend. We're coming around from back bend to forward bend. We're not exactly that warmed up yet. Relax the head, let it hang loose, nice and loose, comfortable, easy. All right. Bend your knees lots. Get the stomach or the chest and stomach right on the thighs. Sit down nice and low. Reach around with all 10 fingers and pick up the heels, just the tips of the fingers. Little baby fingers side by side. And try and wrap those elbows around those calves. Try and get the elbows to touch side by side. Pull on your heels as hard as possible. Now that we've got compression from the chest on the thighs, relax the head down and lift the hips up. Lift the hips. Roll the body weight into the toes. Keep pulling on the heels as much as possible. One day, over time, your face will be in your shins. And pull. And push the hips up and pull the heels. Push the hips up, pull the heels, and change. Arms back out in front of you. Palms, fingers together. Come up with that nice straight spine. Stretch up to the ceiling. Arms down side. Excellent. One set. We'll move right into awkward. Bring your feet and heels together. Right foot steps out. Feet look like a perfect letter H or the number 11. Heels invisible behind the toes. Arms up in front of you, contract the arms. Arms are nice and tight. Pecs are tight, lats are tight, arms are concrete tight. Straight spine. From here, push that bum back as far as possible like it's rude and sit down nice and low. Nice and low. Relax the shoulders down, bring them down and back. Arms are tight. If you look down, you've got 6 inches between your toes, your knees, and your hands. Suck your stomach in, traction the spine up, and sit down a little bit more, and change. Come up, keep your arms there, stand up on your toes, maximum like a ballerina. Imagine I'm pulling the chest, the head, the neck, everything straight up towards the ceiling. With the nice tight arms, pecs, lats, arms are tight, sit down on top of the toes, lift the knees up, heels up, sliding down the wall with the hips and the shoulders. Nice straight spine. Knees up, heels up, stomach in. Sit down a half inch more and change. Come up, heels back down. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Third part awkward, bring the knees together. Contract the arms nice and tight. There's a little bit of gap between the heel and the floor. Traction the spine. Push the knees together nice and tight. and come down slow as possible. The slower the better. Nice and controlled. Squish those knees together. That's your brakes. Come down all the way. Now from here, create a 1/2 inch gap between the hips and the heels. Knees down and forward. Straightens the spine. Arms are tight from the side. You look like a box. Squish them knees together. Inhale. Slowly come up. Nice and slow. Nice and controlled. Slower the better. We're building muscle together. Right foot back to left. Arms down side. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. We whip it through this series. Only 45 minutes. Usually expanded. So let's carry on. Eagle. Arms up over your head. Identify your right arm. Swing it underneath your left. Cross your arms. Twist them like ropes. Hand palms together. If you're unable to do this, interlace your fingers. That's okay too. Whatever you do, pull your elbows down. Feel your left elbow on top of your right elbow. Creates compression there. Squeeze the hands together. Sit down nice and low. Lift up that right leg. Nice and high. Cross it over the left. Twist it around like ropes. And eventually all 5 toes visible in front of you. Traction the spine. Body weight in the heel. Sit down nice and low. As you sit down over time, that foot will slide down the calf. Squeeze the hands together, pull the elbows down. Squeeze the legs together, traction the spine, sit a little bit lower, and change. Right leg back down. Arms up overhead. Left arm underneath the right. Cross them, twist them like ropes. Thumbs towards your face, pinkies away from you. If you're unable to do that, interlace the hands, but pull it down nice and tight. Feel the compression on top of your left elbow. Now that the hands are squished, pulled down nice and tight. Sit down nice and low. Bring your left leg up nice and high over the right. Cross it around, twist like ropes. Eventually you'll get all 5 toes invisible, or in front of you, visible, not invisible. Squeeze the hands, body weight in the heel. Sit down nice and low. Suck the stomach in, straight spine, traction the spine. Squeeze the hands and elbows, pull them down, squeeze the legs, sit down a little bit lower, and change. Left leg down, arms up over, reset, and arms back down. If you want to drink here, we'll have a little moment of party time. Sorry if I glugged in your ear. All right, tonight we're going to work on a standing head to knee drill instead of standing head to knee. If you do want to move on and you knew it, please do it. But tonight we're going to get everything nice and solid. Really work on that standing leg today. Body weight even in the feet. Bring the body weight into the left leg. Contract that left leg, nice and solid. Thighs tight. Everything from the glute down is tight. Right leg comes up. Thighs parallel to the floor. Your foot is flexed. Traction the spine. Re-engage that standing leg. Feel it in the inside there, nice and tight. Push that foot into the floor. Traction that spine. Bring that standing leg a little bit higher. If you have a mirror in front of you, look at the hips. If you don't, maybe put your hands on your hips and you can feel if your right is higher than your left. Maybe you got to drop it there. Re-engage that standing leg. Traction that spine nice and straight. 2 shoulders in one line. Yes, we are going to move on. Arms down to the side. Tuck your chin to your chest. Look at your standing big toe. Re-engage that standing leg nice and tight. From here, suck your stomach in. And round down, arms nice and heavy. Round down and place your exact forehead on top of the knee. Nice and slow. And change. Come up. Right leg down. That was an excellent job. That's a minute standing on your Locked leg. If you can stand on a locked leg for a minute, like Mary says, you can do anything. I believe that too, though. Shift your weight to your right leg. Hands on your hips. Traction your spine. Distribute the body weight evenly in that foot, nice and solid. Maybe bring it a little bit forward. Body weight in the ball of the foot. Left leg comes up. Foot's flexed. Your thighs parallel to the floor. Traction the spine. Push that foot into the floor. You can feel the inside of the thigh starting to burn. Your foot's still flexed. Hands on your hips. You could feel if your left hip is higher than your right. Maybe drop it. Traction the spine again. All right. Re-engage that standing leg. Engage that glute. Let the arms go heavy. Tuck your chin to your chest. Look at that big standing toe, the big toe of your standing leg. And from here, suck your stomach in, round down, and place your exact forehead on your knee. And I fall out. Change. Left leg down. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. We'll move on to standing bow pulling. Bring your right hand up. Bring it out to the side, drop it down. Pick up the right foot from the inside. Let the shoulder relax. 2 knees in one line, side by side. Bring them close. Left arm comes up, chin up. Now from here, kick and then stretch. Kick and stretch. Kick and stretch. And eventually that'll bring your body down. Chest, stomach, parallel to the floor. And kick and stretch. And kick to come out. Right arm down. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. I'll switch sides to give a little demo on this side. Left hand up in front of you. Bring it out to the side, drop it down. Pick up the inside of the left foot at the ankle. Middle finger on the ankle joint. Bring your 2 knees side by side. Contract the standing leg. Let that left shoulder relax back. Right arm up in front of you. Inhale. Reach up nice and tall. Chin up. And from here, kick into the hand. And reach that right hand forward. And kick. And stretch. And kick. And stretch. And as you kick and stretch, simultaneously, it'll bring your body down. Stomachs, chest, parallel to the floor, 2 shoulders in one line. A foot coming over the top of the head. And kick and stretch. And change. Kick into the hand to come out. Stretch up. Let everything down, relax. Hands by your side. In through the nose, out through the nose. We'll move to the back of the mat for balancing stick. Feet together, heels and toes touching. Arms up over the head. Interlace the fingers, release the index fingers, thumbs crossed. Squeeze them palms together, nice and tight. Step forward with the right. Distribute the body weight evenly. Stretch up to the ceiling with them fingers. And contract that left leg. Now everything comes down. Leg comes up, body comes down. Leg comes up, body comes down. And stretch them fingers towards the front. Toe stretch towards the back of your mat. And stretch, stretch, stretch. Come up. Inhale. Exhale. Big step on the left foot. Distribute the body weight evenly. Stretch up out of the waist. And everything comes down. Leg comes up. Body comes down. Leg comes up. From here, stretch your hands forward towards the front of your mat. Toe stretching towards the back of your mat. Try and drop that right hip a little bit. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Come up. Arms downside. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. It's a big pose. Come to the top of your mat. We move into balancing stick, separate leg stretching, head to the floor, arms up overhead. Right leg steps out, big step. Arms come parallel to the floor. Traction the spine, chin up. Contract everything from the waist down, nice and tight. And suck your stomach in. Now forward fold, looking forward as long as possible. When you get down as low as possible, if you want to bring the hands to the floor to keep a nice straight spine, do so. If you want to move on, grab the outside of the feet. You can do that too, or the heels. I'm going to grab the heels. Stomach's in, legs tight. Relax the head down, top of the head, in between the two big toes. Eventually, one day, over time, pull on those heels as much as possible or on the feet, bringing the elbows close to the shins, trying to relax into the lower spine, let it stretch, and change. Arms out to the side. Contract the legs, come up nice and tight. Right foot back to left. Arms down side. It's a big pose. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. All right, moving into triangle. Arms up overhead. Right leg steps out. Arms down parallel to the floor. Pivot that right foot so it's parallel with the front of the opposite wall across from you, nice and parallel. Now sit down nice and low. Knees over the ankle. Contract that left glute, straight spine. Now windmill both arms. Left elbow or right elbow down in front of the right knee. Turn your chin towards your left shoulder. Stretch that shoulder up. Right arm stretches down. Left glute engaged. Left foot flat on the floor. And stretch up, stretch down. Try and push that left hip forward while bringing that left shoulder back. And change. Come up. Right foot in. Left foot out. Sit down nice and low. The thighs parallel to the floor. Knees over the ankle. Spine straight in the middle. Windmill both arms. Left elbow down in front of the left knee. Turn your shoulder towards your right. Turn your chin towards your right shoulder. Stretch your right arm up. Left arm down between your big and second toe. Push that right hip forward. Contract that glute. Helps push back the left knee. Now try and drop that right shoulder down and back. And change. Come up. Left foot in. Right foot back to meet your left. Arms up over your head. Readjust the spine. Arms down side. All right. Separate leg. Stretching head to knee. Arms up over your head. Right leg steps out, a big step. About 3 feet. About the size of your leg. Now pivot on your heels. Now bring that left hip around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 2 hips in one line, 2 shoulders in one line. Left leg is nice and tight, left glutes engaged. Inside of the legs are nice and locked. Stretch up towards that ceiling, tuck your chin towards your chest, and with the help of your arms, round down 1 vertebrae at a time until your exact forehead touches the knee. If the hands come undone, use them to push into that floor to create extra rounding in that spine. Body weight into that front leg, right foot. Brings 2 hips in one line. Left leg solid, contracted, flat on the floor. Left leg solid. Now, eyes open, throat choked. And change. Arms out in front of you. In prayer position, unround the spine. 1 vertebrae at a time. Stretch up. Pivot 185 degrees. Your right foot is facing the top right corner of your mat. Your 2 hips are in one line. 2 shoulders are in one line. Contract the inside of the legs nice and tight. Stretch up towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin towards your chest and round down. one vertebrae at a time, until your exact forehead touches your knee. If the hands stay in prayer position, that's great. If they don't and they come apart, push them into the floor again. Try and get more rounding of the spine. You might even get a little bit higher on the hairline. Body weight into that left foot, keeping 2 hips in one line. Right leg solid, flat, foot's flat on the floor. And change. Arms back out in front of you. Unround the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. Pivot towards the original way you were facing. Right foot back to left, arms down side. We've really rushed through that, even though I'm sweating and I'm just a little bit demoing. You guys are doing phenomenal. We'll move into our tree pose and we'll flow that into toe. All right, bring your toes and heels together. Bring your body weight to your left leg. Interlace your fingers, pick up that right knee. Just below the knee, pull it in nice and tight. Standing wind removing. With the help of your left hand, pick up the right foot, bring it up high as possible to where it feels comfortable, and slowly let that right knee down. Over time, 2 knees in one line, side by side. They come together. If you've got a mirror in front of you, look at the hips, contract the glutes to open the front hips, maybe drop the right hip, whatever you need to equal them. Shoulders are equal, traction the spine. Right hand up in front of you. Now we'll move right into toe stand. Look down in front of you, about 4 feet in front of your mat. This is the beginning of toe stand. Forward fold. Till the hands touch the floor. Bring the body weight into the hands. If you need to lift the heel to come hips down onto the heel, do so. Walk your hands to either side. Traction the spine. 2 knees in one line. And change. Body weight back into the hands in front of you. Push up. Come up. Right leg down. Shift your weight to your right leg. Pick up the left. Interlace the fingers. Bring it in nice and tight. Standing wind removing. Oh, my tree's swaying. That's okay. Tree sway. Bring up the right hand. Pick up the left foot high as possible. Bring it into the center of the costume. Slowly let that left knee come down. Over time, 2 knees in one line. 2 knees side by side. 2 hips in one line. 2 shoulders in one line. If you can squeeze the glutes, that'll open the front side of the hips a little bit. All right, let's move right into toe stand. Left hand up in front of your chest if you want. Head looks down, 4 feet in front of you. Bend at the hips. Place the hands on the floor. Bring the body weight into the hands. Sit down, hips on heel. Walk your hands to either side of you. Traction the spine. 2 knees in one line. Change. Hands back out in front of you. Push to come up. Nice and slow. Left leg down. I honor your work. You guys are doing amazing. We flowed through that super quick. And the next set we're going to flow through super quick. Lay down on your back as quick as possible. Heels touching, toes fall open. Roll the shoulder blades underneath the shoulders. Palms facing up. Hands close to the body. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. We pick one stair spot in the ceiling. Let the mind recoup. Twenty more seconds. All right, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring some awareness back. We're going to move right into the floor series. We always start the floor series with wind removing, so bring that right leg up, interlace the fingers 2 inches below the knee, nice white knuckle grip. Pull that knee in nice and tight towards that right shoulder, avoiding the right rib cage. Elbows close to the body, chins tucked. 2 shoulders evenly on the floor. If you need to pull a little bit extra with that left hand to get that left shoulder down, do so. Chins tucked. Left calf's on the floor. If you want to flex that foot, do so. Right foot's relaxed. Pull it in a little bit extra tight. Feel it here. Freeze and change. Right leg down. Feel that flush. Move into the left side. Bring the left leg up. Interlace those fingers nice and tight. White knuckle grip. Helps arthritis 2 inches below the knees. Pull it in nice and tight towards your left shoulder. Avoiding the left rib cage. Elbows touching the body. Chins tucked. Neck's long. Right calf is on the floor. If you want to flex that right foot, do so. Pull it in nice and tight. Freeze here. Feel it on the left side. Change. Left leg down. Feel the flush on there. Immediately, both legs come up. Feet are relaxed. Toes are side by side. Reach around. Elbows each other. Grab the elbows. Tuck your chin. Shoulders relaxed. Knees are side by side. Feet are relaxed. Squeeze them together and pull it in nice and tight. Nice and tight. Just pull it in. From here, you're looking through that little diamond between your forearms and your knees. Now we'll try and imagine lowering our lower spine onto the floor 1 vertebrae at a time. And change. Arms and legs down. Quick 20 seconds of asana. Let the blood come back into the legs. It's the Dam effect. We pinch off the blood flow to the bottom half or any pose we do, and then it flushes in. You wash out the joints. All right, heels and toes touching. Toes flex back to your nose. Arms up over your head, thumbs crossed. Hands in butterfly position. Inhale, breathing. Quickly sit up. Grab your big toes, double jerk. Forehead to knees. Turn around, lay on your mat. We're going to flow through the spine strengthening series. Chin out. Hands underneath your tops of your shoulders. Just the tops of the fingers underneath the tops of the shoulders. Distribute the weight evenly over through the hands. Contract the legs nice and tight. Inhale, breathing. Come up. You're only using 100% of your back. Lower spine, glutes are tight, legs are tight. Knees are off the floor. You've got a 90-degree bend in the elbows. Look up. Where the eyes go, the body follows. Come up and change. Come down. Arms back down to the sides. Flip them down. Palms facing down. Bring them underneath your body. Pinkies side by side. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Chin out. Relax the left leg. Right leg comes up 2 inches. Now point it to the back wall and imagine you're sliding that penny up that back wall. Bring it up 45, half a 90. Come up, a little bit more, and change. Right leg down. Left leg comes up 2 inches, point it to that back wall. Imagine you got that penny on that wall, slide it up that wall. You're half a 90, 45-degree angle. Come up a little bit more and change. All right, for third set here, we bring both legs up. Bring your mouth to the floor. Readjust your hands if you want to bring your elbows a little bit closer. Pinky side by side, distribute or spread your fingers nice and wide. Now, mouth to the floor. Contract those legs and bring both legs up. Come up as high as possible. Try and reach your toes down toward, or your fingers towards your toes. Bring body weight into the shoulders and come up, and change. Both legs down. Let the hands come out from beneath the body. Give it a quick shake if you need. Move right along into airplane. Arms out. Fingers in line with the top of the head. Chins out. Legs are tight. Exhale all the breath. Inhale, come up. Everything comes up off the floor. The only thing touching is the hip bones. Legs are tight. Arms are tight. Hands are in line with the top of the head. Come up, come up, come up, and change. Come down. Arms back down to the side. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. We'll flow right into floor bow. Bend the knees up. Right hand grabs the right foot. Left hand grabs the left. Just about where the laces are on the shoes. About an inch below the toes. Arms are straight. Wrists are straight. From the side we look like two wheels in a base. Exhale all the breath. And as you inhale, kick up into the hands. And kick up. There's 6 inches between the knees and the hands. Or between the knees and the feet. Chin's looking up. Where you look, you go. And kick into the hands, come up. And kick, kick, kick. Change. Knees back down, feet back down. Left ear to the floor. And quickly we'll switch. Right ear down to the floor. Give the neck a nice stretch. And we'll move along quickly. Hands underneath the chest. Curl the toes. Give yourself a nice push-up. Nice strong push-up. Come to the top of your mat. Sit and fix firm. And body weight into the hands. Spread the feet. Hips come down to the floor. Heels touching with the hips. Traction the spine. Right hand to the right foot. Left hand to the left. And we walk ourselves down. Slowly. At any point, if it's too much, back out. You can tell from the contorted face or the heavy breathing if you want to relax the head onto the ground. Then the shoulders. Arms up overhead. Hold the elbows. Pull into the floor. Body creates a natural bridge. And change. Hands back to the feet, back of the head, top of the head. Come out the exact opposite way you went in. We'll move to the back of the mat for half tortoise. Sitting again, knees together, hips on heels. Arms up overhead, hands in prayer position. Traction the spine. And slowly forward fold. Come down nice and slow. Nice and slow. Once you're down all the way, relax the hips onto the heels. Elbows are locked. Hands squished together. Lift the wrists up off the floor. Now you've got the knife edge of the pinkies. Only thing touching. Your mouth is kissing the floor. Keep a nice straight spine. And relax the hips down onto the heels with the fingers stretched forward. And change. Bring your awareness back to your core. Engage that core as we come up nice and slow. Stretch up. Arms back down side. Next is camel. Come up onto the knees. Come to the middle of the mat. Hands to the back. 6 inches between the knees and the toes. Relax that head back. Come back halfway. And drive those hips forward. Lift the chest up towards the ceiling. If you want to grab the right heel with the right hand, left heel, the left hand, pull on those heels. Drive that chest towards the ceiling, hips towards that front wall. Mouth closed, eyes open, breathing normal. And change. Hands to the back. Slowly sit down. We'll take a minute here. Just an inhale and an exhale, and we'll move right along. We'll move right into rabbit. If you need to move the towel over your heels, do so now. If not, that's okay. Hands to the back, slide down the back until they grab the heels. If you can't grab the heels, just wait a moment. When we lift up the hips, you'll be able to grab. Traction the spine, tuck your chin to your chest, round down and place your forehead on the knees. From there, you should be able to pull on the heels as hard as possible and lift the hips. Drive them hips up and forward. Eventually, the arms will go straight. Only the minimal amount of pressure on top of the forehead or the forehead touching the floor. Pull, pull, and change. Hips back down. Unround the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Fix your towel if you need so. We'll move right along. Separate leg stretching. Right leg out. Left leg comes in. Create pressure of the sole of the left foot into the right leg. Pinches off that artery inside. Creates a nice flush. Traction the spine. Interlace the fingers. Arms up over the head. Turn to the right. Tuck your chin to your chest. And grab that ball of the foot. Forehead to knee. If you need to bend the knee to get the forehead, do so. Pull on that foot. Left shoulder rolls in, rolls in, rolls in, and change. Come up. Left leg out, right leg in. Same thing, create that pressure. Traction the spine, interlace the fingers. Turn to your left, tuck your chin. Round down just like in rabbit. Forehead touching the knee. If you need to bend the knee to get the forehead to touch, do so. Pull on that foot. Wrists are straight. Right shoulder rolls in, rolls in, rolls in. And come up. Change. I'm just going to switch positions here so I don't hit anything behind me. Check behind you. Make sure you don't hit anything behind you. Arms up overhead. Lay down as soon as we do our sit-up. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Bend those knees. Grab the big toes with the index fingers. And walk that bum back 10, 15 times, nice and straight. Back straight. All right, now extend that spine. Suck the stomach in and forward fold. Traction the spine and pull. Legs are nice and tight, contracted. Stretch that spine up and pull it forward. One last time, traction up and pull forward. All right, and let that go. We'll move right into spine twisting. Left leg out in front of you, or if you can bend that left leg and keep both sit bones on the floor, do so now. My left leg stays straight, right leg up and over. The heel's right beside that left knee. Right hand behind you. Use it as a kickstand. Prop that spine nice and straight. Left arm up and over top that right knee. With the help of your left elbow, push that right knee back and grab that left knee. Traction the spine and twist. And traction and twist. Traction and twist. And change. Left, your head comes back first. On traction the spine. Counter twist if you want. Right leg out in front of you. Left up and over. Heel right beside the right knee. Left hand behind you as that kickstand. Props that spine nice and straight. Right hand up and over. With the help of your right elbow, push that knee back. And grab that right knee. Traction the spine. And twist. Look over your left shoulder. Traction the spine. Twist, traction, twist, and twist, twist. Head comes back around first. Counter twist if you want. And last but not least is Kapalbhati breathing. We start with breathing, we end with breathing. 26 postures in between. If you want to sit on the bum in lotus, hands behind you, we props that diaphragm, that spine nice and straight. Easy access. If you're on your knees like this, hands in front of you or on your thighs, arms nice and straight. We only are concerned about the exhales. The inhales will take care of themselves. So we'll begin. Inhale. Strong exhale. Half inhale. And begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much for being here. End your class with a Savasana. Take as long as you need. Recoup. Lots of water. It's been a rainy day, so I thank you for coming out on this Thursday rainy evening. I thank Kyle for running the back desk. I hope to see you all soon. I'll probably be here for Sunday with Mary, demoing her like I always am. So next class is Sunday with Mary. Hope to see you then. Take care. Enjoy your practice.